Things you suck at. Making friends. So, if you're trying to make friends, it probably means that you really don't have any right now, or if you do, it's a very small number. You know, as we get older, making friends becomes more and more of a challenge. If you think back to your days in kindergarten and elementary school, everybody was friends with each other. You know, you could bond over the toys that you like to play with, the TV shows that you like to watch, the movies that you love, the games that you're playing, and more. But as you get to middle school and high school, those groups of friends really do start to dwindle down over time. You know, social groups start to form, such as all the jocks who are playing sports.
Alright, bro, we're gonna smash the other team at the game this Friday. The ladies are gonna be lining up for these dicks.
And then you've also got the band geeks who play their instruments.
And a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Then there's also the nerds who like to play video games or do stuff on the computer or play trading card games or whatever.
I summon my warlord to attack your Sage with the Wind of Diablo spell. You're fucking dead, man. Oh, jeez, Rick.
And then there's also the popular kids, such as those that are rich or have all the latest and greatest gadgets or cars all the time.
I am so fucking pissed. My parents got me an Audi for my 16th birthday, and I wanted a BMW. I fucking hate them.
As these groups start to divide up, there's usually less people in your group to become friends with. So let's fast forward to college. So by now, probably like 3/4 of your friends have decided either to not go to college or they've dropped out already. Not to mention that the remaining quarter probably aren't all in the same classes that you are. So it may become necessary to pose these acquaintances that you have met in your other classes as friends simply to be able to pass the classes.
Salutations, friend. Want to study for the Fortran exam tonight at the library? I have a permanently rented out room that we can use whenever we want. I have 102 right now in the class, but you can never be too prepared, right?
I mean, unless you really want to become friends with them. But, you know, whatever, to each their own. Anyways, as time moves on, people that were once your friends may start to leave for one reason or another, such as being deployed in the military, or they're moving out of state because they don't like it here, or maybe they're having to move for a job, or, you know, a million other reasons. But even if you're really close to some of these people and you vowed to continue talking to them every single day on Facebook or text messaging or even calling them on the phone, the communication will eventually end. And this is usually because they actually start to make friends and have a life, whereas you are actually just as boring as always. So let's say that as an adult, you're trying to make friends. Where can you start with this? Well, where do a lot of adults like to hang out? Let's start with bars. So one night you decide to go to the bars and attempt to meet other people. So maybe you go there and you order a drink and you start looking around to see anybody that you might be able to befriend. And as time goes on, you see those social groups from high school start to reform in the sense of all the jocks that are hanging out together, you know, chugging their beers or doing a keg stand.
Chug, 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 chug.
And then you've got the band geeks who are sipping their wine and listening to jazz.
Ah, the melody of this grandiose opera is moving at such a deep level. It makes my loins tremble with intensity.
And then there's always the nerds, you know, that may be off playing in the arcade while drinking their Mountain Dew.
Ah, yeah, dude. New high score on Miss Pac-Man.
And then there's the popular people who are drinking their martinis and bragging about their trips across Europe and whatnot.
My word, Spain is just so beautiful. It's totally my new home. I'm moving there once my Marine husband gets promoted to Lieutenant 2nd class.
And so on. Well, let's see. You've never really been into sports. Jazz makes you physically ill. You really can't play video games well to save your life, and you're too poor to be able to travel. So once again, you really have no social group, so maybe the bar isn't the place for you. But after seeing these idiots at the bar, you look elsewhere for new friends. So maybe let's try volunteering somewhere, like a soup kitchen. You know, it sounds like a great idea in practice, but once you actually show up, you realize there's only a couple people there, And those people are usually either doing court-ordered community service, and there's possibly potential pedophiles there too.
I swear to God, if somebody drops the soap up in this bitch, I wouldn't mind dropping the soap up in here.
Run. Run while you still can. Just donate money if you really want help. You may not survive this. So where else can you meet people? Well, if you're nerdy enough, you could always hang out at a comic book store or a video game shop or something.
Oh my God, did you guys see I added the Green Lantern number 47 to my collection? It's the one where he uses a power ring to make a dildo. What a noob. I spent 17 hours in a row on World of Warcraft. That's my personal best.
Occasionally someone that's more normal, for lack of a better word, may come by one of these places, but your chances of actually being there at the same time that they are is pretty slim. So what's next? Well, when the physical world fails you, you can always turn to the digital world. There's many places online that you can meet people. Not that, but maybe like Omegle or something.
16, male, horny as fuck. You got kicked?
Or chat roulette.
Yeah, boy, you like what you see there, huh?
Or maybe Craigslist? Man, what are these people thinking? But, you can also always go on to one of those sites on the dark web where you can buy friends. Wow, that's actually a steal right there. That totally sounds legal. But the internet is a very scary place. So perhaps you're better off with, a dog to keep you company, or you could just stay home and watch movies, or play video games, or read books, or do whatever. Because making friends is really just something else that you suck at. Whoa, is that a normal person? Maybe we should try that again.